Afghanistan. I really clearly remember watching on TV in the Caribbean when the rain was coming and you were getting all sorts of meshes out to delay, and there were lads going down with hamstring cramps.
No, that was edited by the TV badly. I'd done that about 3 balls earlier, but then they obviously clipped it so that it looked like the rain was coming. Literally, the rain was coming. We could feel it was coming over there, but on the scoreboard at St. Vincent, you couldn't tell how many balls were gone, and we couldn't see on the TV. So I didn't want to get a case where you sort of, was it 2 point? I mean, it's like 17.2, 17.3. So I was trying to go slow down. I didn't say go down. I said slow it down and trying to find out how many balls are gone. And then Gulbuddin saw that and he just sniped himself. And then Rashid was exploding and it was all chaos. He went for a little bit chaotic for a moment. But then that was after about 12 overs, I reckon. And then the most hilarious thing that I look on now, and you can see it on all YouTube and I still laugh about it, is that you see, Gulbuddin, he comes on to bowl. And then he takes off this wrapping that he's pretended to put on his leg. And then he sort of bounces out Stoinis, right? And then because the pitch is a little bit up and down, and it bounced out court. And then we win the game. And then you see Naveen al-Haq sprinting because he got 2 and 2 to win the game. Then you see Gulbuddin overtaking him with his cramp. I laugh, and that just sums up that sort of day. It was chaotic, brilliant, and the Afghanistan side to a T, really coming back from that game or beating Australia before and then beating Bangladesh is amazing.
Have you had any sort of other moments where you've maybe struggled to get a message across or been misunderstood? Or
it happens time and time, but certainly again, and as I was saying to Justice or you guys saying, evolving as a coach, I ran in there, very much level 4 now, and this is a team process and team ethos, and this is what we're going to do, and all that sort of stuff. And I remember spending a day or two sort of doing what we are as a side and discipline and don't be late and all this sort of stuff. And I printed this thing out and I was going to have overhead projectors and, I'm going to be a good coach and dedicate this time to the side and this is what we're going to do. And then I went to the team manager. I said, well, I want to do this. He went, well, half the guys unfortunately cannot read. So I said, well, what happens if we translate it? And we go, yeah, probably won't be able to read that either. So it's best to probably maybe leave it in English. So whenever I do now is if I put a text on the group, WhatsApp group, I'll do it in English, then go to Google Translate, put that in, translate, and then, and if you go into Google, it's quite interesting because it comes out in Pashto, which is their language, but then it comes out in an English form that if you pronounce it, if you read what actually comes out below, it actually pronounces it in Pashto for them. So it actually, there's sort of 3 versions. And so they're not late for the bus anymore. So, so I've eventually got my message across, and so these sorts of things, and that's again what I was saying about coaching in different cultures and finding out all different things in people's backgrounds. And there's so many amazing and harrowing stories that I've managed to sort of get together and process and try and find out for each guy how we can make them play better and feel at home. Because I think sometimes playing for Warwickshire, playing for England, you're quite lucky.